That's right, blinds are still 25 and 50. Big blind Andy of 50. Matas Cimbolas looking down at his cards first, won't play his Jack 6. Kwan also going out. Now Pesh de Silva, our short stack with Ace King.
120.
There you go, Pesh. Let's see if you get action with this. Bala out. Scott Hempel also out, and now James Carroll. And he likes to play everything and anything. Two-time WPT champion will stick around and give Pesh some action. Here we go to the flop.
700 back, Pesh?
Around that. I think I started with about 750.
Thanks.
And the flop is a 9-7-4, no help for Pesh. Open-ended for Carroll.
Nice looking board for James Carroll here. Pesh can bet, he can check, and if I had to guess, James is going to, as we say, stick it in his eye.
Oh,
Yep.
boy. Over the top, gonna push Pesh all in. He did not connect.
And even this decision on the flop is pretty close for Pesh.
Yeah.
He's aware that James can have a variety of draws, and even when he has a pair, Pesh would have 6 mostly clean outs. So you see him here, action clock ticking down. He'll have to use one of his time bank chips in this decision.
I don't blame him. Pesh, 32 years old, living in Houston. Third WPT main event, final table. He has over 3.2 million in live earnings. This is a huge decision for him right now.
Pesh just trying to figure out how often does James have stuff like 10-8, 8-6, 5-6.
He wants more time. This man considered law school and politics, but all of a sudden he had some success in poker, so he became a poker pro instead. He's on the short stack. He's got a big decision, and he is going to lay it down.
Are we playing showdown?
I would have shown both if I, you know.
And I'll tell you something, Pesh's chips are shrinking away, and no man enjoys shrinkage.
I caught the Seinfeld reference. I loved it.
Okay, back on Pesh. He's relieved, though. On that extreme short stack, this time going out quickly. And now Bala, our chip leader, fading away. Scott hasn't played too many hands here tonight. James Carroll can't get out of a pot, but this time he does.
Now, Matas has a hand that mostly plays as a limp in the small blind. However, as one of the big stacks going against a medium stack, he's going to turn a lot of those hands into raises and put additional pressure on Kwan.
Yep. Kwan with Jack 5 of hearts will make this call. So we will see the flop. 10-4 versus Jack 5, and the flop is a King Ace 6. 2 hearts.
Now, a texture that favors Matas as the pre-flop raiser, but a board that is connected with Kwan with 4 hearts. Both players check. Another ace on the turn here. Matas still checking. And now Kwan gonna cut out a bet of 180,000.
Yep. Matas looks over at him.
Well, I think Matas is posturing
Cold.
a little bit here.
Cold.
What?
You cold?
Yeah.
Yeah? Have a jacket?
How about?
It's cold for you? No?
You cold?
Cold, yeah.
A little bit.
A little bit?
Did he ask you, were you cold, Tony, when you played with him at the final table in the World Series?
No, he didn't. He saved that line for today.
He's got good feel at the table, no doubt about it. Back in action on the next hand, James Carroll, quick fold by him. Matas will take a break. So will Kwan. I'm not going to call him Kwan anymore. It just doesn't come out of the mouth
But
that
that's
easy.
his name, Vince.
I understand.
Pesh with an ace on the button and 10 blinds, gonna move all in here.
Yeah.
And right behind him, Bala with the ace-king suited will not be passing on this one.
What a time to pick up this monster. Poor Pesh. Little does he know.
Call.
It's got going away.
Not good for me. I have one of these.
Ooh.
And Bala, a big favorite to knock out Pesh de Silva.
Slow roll. Slow roll with ace-king.
It's got a point.
Over like 10-9 or something.
Matas is always very jokey and talky
Yeah.
at his final tables. I remember we made a final table together and it was the same way.
Flops a 10-8-4, no help for Pesh.
Well, he's got little whispers of a backdoor draw, and that
Whoa.
5 of clubs is key. He now has outs to a club or a 3, as well as a deuce.
The best card in the deck.
On the river card, let's see what happens.
Can he find it? Nope, it's gonna be a 10, and we will
on, guys.
lose Pesh de Silva in 6th place.
Yeah, a fine player out in 6th place. We'll take home $185,000. Let's go talk to him.
Yeah, I just didn't make any hands today. Made one fold against James. That's like the one hand I'm a little worried about, but whatever.
This is you. This is you playing poker on WPT Global. Come play at WPT Global. Click the link in the YouTube description below. Sign up with bonus code YT10 and receive your welcome package with a deposit match and free tournament tickets.
We're down to 5 players. And Matas Cimbolas is our chip leader with close to 6.3 million.
He had a breakout win at our event in the UK, and since then has become a regular on WPT final tables.
And Bala picking up ace-3 of hearts will make it 150 to go. James Carroll looks at a pair of 8s.
Well, not much reason to 3-bet these 8s from the small blind for James, so he'll make the call. And Matas, with king 7 of clubs in the big blind, will come along for our first 3-way pot of the final table. And nobody really connects on this board.
Hard to believe.
James with the lead, but he definitely is not confident about his 8s at this stage. Still in the lead and still not confident.
No one hitting anything.
Matas with just a gut shot and an overcard. Bala really with nothing but ace high. He could turn it into a bluff, but usually you want to have some outs if you're going to try and bluff 2 guys. To hell with outs, Vince.
He doesn't care about that. He's going to make a bet, 225.
And this should work for Mr. Patur.
And it does. Matas going out. Beautiful bet by Bala. Taking down this pot. And we move on. A couple of folds around to Matas Cimbolas, WPT champion. He's made many final tables on the World Poker Tour. Always entertaining. He goes out this time. Now Kwan with ace-jack right behind him. So the man from Spain's starting to get a little rush going.
I like this limp from Kwan, trapping Bala here with his ace-jack in the small blind. He doesn't want to just open by shoving. He doesn't want to raise and then call a shove. But if he can induce Bala into raising a junky hand like, oh, say, 5-4 offsuit, then the trap can snap shut.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happened. Bala is going to raise it to 275, and now
All in.
Kwan over the top, all
Boom.
in.
You know I love it, Vince. And Bala absolutely does not love it. Gonna have to pass on that 5-4 now. And so Kwan, who moments ago was down to $1 million in chips, now has about 2.5. Sitting pretty.
Well, that's the problem with playing with tough players. Nothing's easy. They're trapping all the time. They're taking pots that should be yours. It's very frustrating. Battle of wits going on here. Now James, two-time WPT champion with ace-10 of spades, makes it 175. But Kwan now picking up ace-queen behind him.
Both these guys are sitting on 30 blinds and in position. I think that Kwan's ace-queen plays better as a call, and he seems to agree. So he'll see a flop here, dominating James. Everyone else goes out.
2 point something.
Yeah,
2.3 or something.
2.3 starting hand.
Slightly more.
Hmm?
2.5.
All right, we got that straight. Got about the same amount. 9-7-3 on the flop. Helps neither player.
Not much on this flop to incite either player to bet. So we check to the turn, which gives James an open-ended straight draw. Still checking. One more check from Kwan.
Yeah, going to the river, and a jack hits James with a straight.
There it is. Well, he's definitely gonna bet. It's really just a question of how much.
James has made close to $5 million in live earnings. This guy can really play. Well respected. And he's gonna lay out a bet of 350. Kwan there.
Not much of a decision, will drop out. So James catches up with a rivered straight. Puts a little distance between himself and Kwan after they started the hand very even.
By the way, he's a two-time WPT champion.
Well,
Two-time.
I have been battling against James Carroll for nearly 20 years, both online and live. A truly consistent, excellent player who's had his ups and downs in the game of poker and life. But cool to see him here, fighting for title number 3.
Yeah. Bala lives in New Jersey. He's a chip leader, and he has ace-king. And he has raised to 175.
Well, James, also with 30, 40 blinds here, doesn't have a lot of reason to 3-bet pre-flop. Prefers to take the flop in position with his ace-jack and makes the call.
Nobody else shows any interest, so they go out, and we have ace-king versus ace-jack, and the flop is a nothing 8-6 deuce. Not many hands connecting tonight.
You're right about that. A lot of missed flops tonight.
Yeah.
So interesting to see how these guys navigate without making pairs. Bala starts with a bet. James, just enough hand to continue, will make the call, getting the nice price. Deuce on the turn will not change anything about this texture. Check from both players. And a 10 of spades on the river does connect with the flop flush draw to spades. Also improves hands like 9-10 suited that would continue. So one more check from Bala. James could certainly check and just try and win at showdown with ace-jack, or he could turn his hand into a bluff if he thinks Bala has a better hand, which he does here. And yes, James will turn his hand into a bluff, sensing that Bala is a little ahead here. 475,000, and Bala has a very tough decision. With no spade in his hand, he does not block the flush. There's not that many hands that James could be bluffing with here. But Bala doesn't seem convinced.
Oh, wow, he's gonna make a great call.
His ace-king's gonna be good. Catches James Carroll with his hand in the cookie jar.
Bala is gonna sleep well in the morning. Let's go down to it. Scott Hempel from Arizona. Quick fold by him. Two-time WPT champion James Carroll goes out. Matas Cimbolas lives in London now. He's a WPT champ as well. What a stacked final table. And he'll make the raise to 150.
And Bala with the nice looking 9-7 of clubs in the big blind. Gives Matas the eye before making a call. And it is Queen 8-7, all hearts on the flop. So Bala, with bottom pair, takes the lead. Matas not much of a hand with Jack 4 of diamonds. May take a little stab here, try and end this pot.
These are the 2-chip leaders. And Matas will take a shot, 125.
Well, I think at this price, he will continue, but I'm mistaken. He will drop out, and so the bluff from Matas gets through. And he takes a pot that does not belong to him. Bala staying careful against his fellow chip leader. Back on Matas with a junky hand.
Yeah, he goes out now. Kwan, though, with the pair of 10s. And he will go to 150. Bala gets out of his way.
And Scott with pocket jacks in the small blind. Look out, Kwan. You're about to get coolered.
On.
And he's gone all in. Kwan.
Yeah, no hesitation. Quick call from the pocket 10s.
Oh, what a cooler.
And disappointed to see that he is pipped.
Cover.
I think 10 is coming.
10 is coming? All right, I don't know.
Swat.
Matas likes to enter the conversation, especially when he's not in the hand.
Scott Hempel, a big favorite here. 31 years old poker pro out of Arizona. Looking good, but if things go the wrong way, he would be out of here in 5th place. But a jack on the flop.
Yeah, right. That was close.
See what I did? I was like 10s where I am, and say Jack.
3 of a kind for Scott. Beautiful flop.
And give us 8.
No, come on. Be nice.
Now, this is the first time Scott has looked relaxed at this final table.
Queen of spades?
How many do you have?
He has got it locked up on the turn here.
1-1.
So he will get the full double, and that will leave Kwan Lau with under $1 million in chips.
Oh, wow. You use your one-time quads? Yeah.
4 of a kind in the river for Scott, and the deck providing some overkill.
You come all the way to play here, and you get cooler. And she dealt you cooler.
It's just a needle for every occasion. You come all the way here just to get cooler.
And with that, the blinds are going up to 50, 100. Big blind Andy up 100. Action going back to Bala. Kwan now on the short stack. Bala quickly folds an ace-4. Scott with ace-6. Not gonna play that. James out.
875, right?
So battle of the blinds and Matas
Good luck, sir. Good luck.
with Queen 7.
Yeah, Kwan
Yes, I'm all in. Please change the color.
has a pretty easy call with the ace-jack of spades.
Change the color.
All right, show 1. 2 live cards.
Matas
Oh,
says 2 live cards.
Queen 7 always win. Queen 7. 7 always come. You know that. 7 always.
7 always comes, he says.
7 the window.
Ace.
Ace the window. He has too much. He always has too much.
We'll see if Kwan craps out.
Let's go to the flop.
Oh, right
What I said?
on the door. 7 of
7
clubs
always
on the
in the
king
window.
deuce 7 flop.
Matas in front over Kwan with the 7s.
Give him a 10. 10 is a good card.
2 cards to come. Kwan looking sad, but now happy, but now sad.
10 of spades. 10 of spades.
Going to the turn. No, it's a 6 of hearts.
Coming.
So
Coming on the
painful.
river.
I know it's coming. Jack of hearts coming. Right? Jack of hearts? Which one? Jack or ace?
Matas in front, 1 card away from eliminating Kwan. And the river cards at 8 of diamonds.
GG, man.
Nice run here from the young Spaniard. Comes to a close.
So Kwan out in 5th place will take home $243,000. Let's hear what he has to say.
O sea, no se puede decir contento porque siempre que pierdes no estás demasiado contento, pero creo que no jugué mal.
Tough luck for Kwan out in 5th place.
Action back with Matas. Just took down that nice pot with the ace-queen suited. That's put him back into second chip position around 5 million. And he's going to raise up this king-9.
Into the chip leader, Bala goes out. Scott not going to play, and James Carroll looks at a pretty solid king-10 of spades. Just calling. James is on the short stack at this point with about 2.4 million in chips. Can't afford the raise, doesn't do so. Jack-7 deuce on the flop.
Well, both these guys with backdoor flush draws and king high. Kind of sharing outs in some ways. Matas will start the betting with 250,000. And I think that James has enough to continue here. He'll make the call.
Turn card will be a 3 of clubs. Helps no one on James. He checks. Check, check. Going to the river. Big ace of diamonds.
Well, that card favors Matas. Does he want to turn his hand into a bluff and represent that ace, try and fold out something like a 7 or a jack? As we know, he would be folding out a ever so slightly better king, so he does bet 450. Not the card James wanted to see on the river. And he will drop out, so a nice bluff from our WPT champ Matas Cimbolas.
Yep, he earned that pot beautifully. James disgusted. Matas took his title down in the UK season 13. Second place last year at the LAPC. Second place at the WPT Tournament of Champions in season 16. Says he loves skiing and soccer and playing poker. Why shouldn't he? He's made close to 5 million in lifetime earnings. And this time he is going to raise to 400. James, though, with a king-10. He's getting pushed around now. He's down to about 1.1 million, and he's going to call it. Here we go with the flop. It is a queen 3-3. Matas hitting queens. James, nothing. So James has checked. Matas is going to make a bet, routine bet.
And just, yeah, you can see the frustration on his face. Just cannot seem to connect here.
490 players put up 10,000 each at the start. It's down to these 4. As we move on, it's on Bala. He's been quiet as of late. He goes out, and Scott picks up a real hand pair of 10s, raises with it. James goes out. And Matas looks down at the pair of queens at the right time.
What a disaster for Scott here. Not only is he facing a big cooler, but James Carroll has just 4 big blinds left. So Scott in a position where he should really try and play cautious to ladder, but I don't know that
1.2.
he can do anything but get the money in with his 10s. I guess he could call the 3-bet and evaluate after the flop. I think that would be a good adjustment here.
What should you start the hand with?
Oh. I don't know. 8.
Okay.
3, 4.5 behind.
Come on.
And there he goes. He's all in. Matas with the instant call. You know, quick shrug and a chip in the middle. And Scott is, yeah, you see his head go down.
Well, Scott thought he was probably in front. Pushed all in. He realizes he's not. He's in a lot of trouble right now.
Very painful in Scott's shoes right now.
Flop is a 7-7-9. Not good for Scott.
No, and, you know, if it makes him feel any better, this is not a flop where he would have been able to get away or on that turn, really.
Matas with a heart, as well as the queens in front. Not looking good for Scott Hempel. So here we go to the river. It's a queen. It's not going to work out.
Oh, what a painful way for Scott Hempel to bust out.
Scott Hempel out in fourth place, taking home $323,000. We're going to go talk to him.
Everyone's playing great, you know. You have to, you have to get all the chips ultimately and take risks. So, yeah, what are you gonna do?
This is you. This is you playing poker on WPT Global. Come play at WPT Global. Click the link in the YouTube description below. Sign up with bonus code YT10 and receive your welcome package with a deposit match and free tournament tickets.
So back to the World Poker Tour. The LA Poker Classic continues. Three-handed. Matas Cimbolas now the chip leader with over 10 million. Bala Patur in second chip position with 7.9. James Carroll hanging in there by dental floss with about 975. And it's on Bala. He has the queens this time. Big hand. All right. He'll raise it to 400,000 and go. James Carroll going out.
Matas with the chip lead and a junk hand, aware that he covers Bala, and James is extremely short.
1.7.
So there's a lot of pressure on Bala to try and ladder up, and Matas will try to take advantage, but he has run into a real hand. I don't think he'll get away with this one.
Matas has made it 1.7, taking a stab that Bala was just playing around.
All in.
We know otherwise, and there's the all-in.
Matas gonna...
How much roughly? 8?
Oh.
Matas gonna put on a little performance here. Oh, how much you play?
Just roughly.
Oh, I have to think about this one. Okay. And the Oscar goes to...
Boy, Bala, who's really been card dead for the last few hours, finally picks up the real one. So you can't blame Matas
Big hand. Ace king.
for trying to overpower him. It just backfires.
It wasn't that big.
I like the shot he took there,
Sure.
Vince. It was a really good situation to try and bully Bala, but he ran into a big pair. James now all in for his last 900,000.
Sticks it in with a jack high. Matas Cimbolas, though, with king, queen behind him. Yeah, you gotta think he's gonna call it.
He will
He's
make
doing
this
that.
call. Bala behind with king 10 will drop out. So James all in and at risk. Thus far, he has run very good against Matas in these all-ins.
9. Yeah.
Get it ready.
You're on some 25?
He says, get it ready. You're gonna lose. I like the confidence, James.
Can you just play next time?
You know, these two guys having fun. Let's see if James can get some more. Yes, Jack 10.
How do you like that? Three of a kind on the flop for James Carroll, our short stack.
Ooh. Queen. Ace 9.
Matas, though, with a lot of outs.
Yeah.
Open-ended, pair of
Have a
queens here.
chance.
Now he's having fun.
Peel this one. Throw it at me, let me peel it.
Feel it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's
Let's
it.
see if Matas can suck out and eliminate. No, it's a 5 of diamonds.
Ugly.
James Carroll gonna double up, just like he said he was.
All it takes is confidence, Vince.
Sure.
And 3 of a kind. He has won every all-in when he's behind.
Yeah.
Tough to kill.
Tough to finish.
All right, as we move on, it's on Bala.
Ooh, Cowboys, Vince.
The big hands are starting to really show up.
I don't think we've seen those yet tonight. And Bala's had plenty of big pairs. Going up to 400,000.
Come on.
James Carroll, oh no, he's gonna shove in with King 9, and this is just about the worst hand you could be all in against. King 9 versus Kings. I mean, James Carroll has had 9 lives in these all-ins.
Just pay him in advance. Have no chance.
Not this time.
but he might be about to run
We'll
out.
see.
Nope.
Here comes the flop. Queen, Jack 5.
Oh my goodness, he's got 4 outs to a 10.
Holy crap. There you go. Just do it on the turn. It's okay.
Yeah.
10 of hearts.
Turn
is fine. Yeah, 10 of hearts. There's a heart of the diamond. It's definitely red, I think.
4 on the turn.
All right, on the river. We'll take 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, more dramatic.
Prefer it on the turn.
Okay, James Carroll hit the miracle card to go after his 3rd WPT title. It's all coming down to this card. Can he do it? And no, it's a 7 of spades.
Well, another nice run from James Carroll. Comes to a close in 3rd place and adds more to his total winnings.
Enjoy, fellas.
Thank you.
That's right, the very talented James Carroll, 2-time WPT champion, out in 3rd place. We'll take home $431,000. Let's go see what he has to say.
It's a weird day. I don't think I really played my best, and yeah, strange to win 7 straight all-ins or whatever it was, and still never have more than 4 million chips.
Bala looking for his first WPT title. Matas looking for his 2nd. He was runner-up in this event last season.
Blinds are up to 125, 250, Tony, with a big blind ante of 250. It is on the so-called non-professional Bala Patur. 6-4 he has in his hand. Grew up in India, now lives in Jersey, and he's just going to call it. Matas Cimbolas,
1.1.
WPT champ, is going to raise it with the 12 runs and 10 deuce.
The legend lives on. That will chase Bala out.
Amazing, Matas making the final table last year at the LAPC. He came in 2nd, right back at him. He'll be top 2 here tonight. But he would love to get that Hublot watch, get his name inscribed on the Mike Sexton Champions Cup and the $1 million. He said he's not a good loser. He wants to win. And he has called it with his Queen 7 of diamonds. And Bala picks up a pair of 6s. Bala has 2 master's degrees in math and physics. Loves poker.
1 million.
And he's going to make this $1 million.
Well, Matas may have just enough hand to continue. Yes, he will cut out a call.
So Queen 7 versus 6s, and the flop is a 10-10-8. Back on Bala with his mid pair of 6s. Steady, Bala, steady.
1 million.
Bets $1 million here, and Matas really doesn't have enough hand to continue.
Yep.
Can see him a little pained here. Sort of connects with this board, but not really, so he will pass.
And Bala getting so close to knocking out his opponent, taking down the LAPC. Started out in season 1 with the LAPC. We are 18 seasons in. And Bala Patur could become our champion, $1 million winner. This time, Matas with King 6.
All in.
And he is going to shove with his King 6.
3.7.
Take a look at Bala's cards. See if he has anything to call with.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. Ace 9. All right, pretty auto. And he has done so.
Very casual flick of the chip. And so Bala has Matas all in and at risk.
Come on, baby. Hold this.
There you go, Bala. 62% favorite to win this hand over WPT champion Matas Cimbolas.
Ace-9 versus King-6. We are going to the flop. Jack-7, deuce, all diamonds.
Matas with the superior diamond. Bala's still a slight favorite.
Does Matas feel lucky?
Doesn't look very lucky right now.
Black.
It is black. It's an 8 of spades, no diamond, no pair for Matas. Bala out in front with his ace high.
Pair the board.
Can he do so? 5 of hearts, that's gonna do it!
That is it. Bala Patur is our champion.
Nice one, nice one, man. Nice one.
Another great run from Matas Cimbolas, finishes in second place.
Play my best. It's poker. Just regular day in the office, so I'm good.
Come on, buddy. Ooh.
Bala Patur, season 18 LA Poker Classic champion. Now, not only does he win $1 million, but he also gets that fantastic Hublot watch, a set of beautiful crystal glasses. So on behalf of our friends at Baccarat, let's raise a glass to Bala. Congratulations.
Cheers.
There you go. Thank you, guys. Thank you.